Well, still watching lunchtime politics now. Let's take you to Taraba State. The government, they've relaxed the dusk to dawn curfew following the post-election violence that erupted in Sabongeri area of Jalingo, the state capital. No fewer than 5 persons were injured in the violent attack, which reportedly started before and after the election. Several houses were also burned in that attack.
Massive deployment of patrol team has been made by the Commissioner of Police EP, Al-Qasim Sanusi. And at the moment, we have a firm control of the situation, and frantic effort is going on to ensure that there is total peace in the state.
We speak to a security expert on some of the issues relating to security and also the implications for our future elections. Joining us is retired Major General Cecil Esekaigbe. Thank you so much for having you live here in Lagos. I think the last time I spoke to you were in Abuja. Yeah. Thank you for joining us. Now, it's rather sad, some of the happenings before, after, during the elections, especially in the matter of security. We've heard and we spoke to our security agents and they said, yes, we have men, we have this 1,000 number of men we're sending, for example, to River State, but we still know what happened there. Is it that we're not conversant or we don't have a grip of security and perhaps our intelligence doesn't work and we act reactively rather than proactively?
Thank you very much. You see, there have been numerous calls for the overhaul of the security architecture. As a matter of fact, you see, there are a lot of loopholes in the security architecture put in place for these elections, because there is no clear, court-clear mandate for the police on what to do. Look at the military institution that they are talking about. There are some people that are saying that the military are not supposed to play any role in the election. They have forgotten that the military is a national asset. They are at the disposal of INEC to ensure peace and security in the conduct of these elections. But what we are against is this cry that the militarization of election had kind of shied away people from coming out, or that they have, undertaken acts that are, prejudicial to national security itself. But what I keep asking people to say is that we need clear evidence to show that these people in question are truly military, personnel, because there are a lot of people, thugs, for instance, who are capable of wearing a military uniform to perpetrate this act. But be that as it may, the police has to come out clearly to say that they have been overwhelmed. That is the provision for military to come and aid them. Again, the Constitution clearly states that the military can aid civil authority in issues like this. And do not also forget that the Armed Forces Act, which is a creation of the law, and even the Constitution itself, said the president has operational use of the armed forces. And that is why the deployment of military for issues like that are very clearly necessary.
But remember, we spoke to a number of people also in the South, and they said because of the side, just a few of military, they were really scared. They thought, it was the end of the world where they were, and so they didn't come out. I mean, this was some of their experience. Perhaps others, regardless of that, still went out to vote. But, it's neither here nor there. I mean, you talked about legislation as well. It's like legislation hasn't helped make things easier for people.
The problem we have is, having terminologies that we cannot see through in practical purposes. For instance, there is difference between voters' education and voters' information. What INEC has largely done in this process is voter information, not education. You need to educate the people to create confidence in them that the military appearances are for a particular purpose, for their own security. But where they are not well educated, I mean, like some villages have never seen military before. And the military as an institution are supposed to be really anonymous in most cases. But because of this security threat, they have been brought in and they are everywhere, about 32 states in the Federation. So you need to let people know that the military coming in is for their own security and safety. But where you are not able to drive this point home, to educate them that the soldier is his friend, he's coming here to make sure that you are not harmed, they won't understand. But in the absence of that, they look at it as an agent of, harassment.
We'd like to thank you, Mr. Cecil Esekagbe, for joining us on the program and ask you the question. He's just said the soldier is your friend. Do you agree? Hashtag lunchtime politics as you have been served this afternoon. Many thanks for watching. I'm Millicent Walker.
Thank you.